Hi guys, SkyPoint here. Sorry if the volume's a bit awkward on this video today. I am halfway around the world away from the PC I normally make my videos on, so I'm doing this one on my iPhone. Alright, this video is about Fulgrim. I don't think I made a video with Fulgrim in quite a while, or maybe ever. So let's talk through my deck first, following my usual format over here. So let's take a look at Fulgrim's ability. So Fulgrim has a Whisper of Chaos, we'll talk about that in a moment, but it's actually relatively hard to trigger. It's much easier than it used to be. We're mostly interested in him for his high initiative and his ability to create tactic cards. Talk more about that in a moment. So let's go through the cards from cheapest to most expensive. We include a pair of Tactical Brilliances. So this is a fantastic card over here because it's one of the ways the Emperor's Children can actually jump ahead on the energy curve and play powerful units before the enemy can really respond well to them. The downside is you end up spending 2 cards to put something into play or play a tactic, which can actually lead to you running out of cards quite quickly. But fortunately, Fulgrim himself actually creates cards for you, so it mitigates that risk quite a lot. Alright, the other thing with Fulgrim is his Whisper actually gets triggered if we just step out for a second and take a look at all the cards. Where's my Fulgrim Whisper lurking? There we are. So his Whisper of Chaos, oops, there you are. So it starts at 18 cost and it goes down by 1 whenever you trigger Perfection. So this Fulgrim deck will have quite a lot of cards which involve Perfection to try to activate his Whisper of Chaos so that he can turn into Demon Prince Fulgrim, who's very cool. Alright, let's go back to my deck. So, the first of the Perfection cards we see is Saverin Squad. So usually I want to try and get these guys in play in early game, ideally, where with Perfection they become a 2 energy cost unit with 3 attack, 3 health, which is excellent. For dealing with some of the awkward things the enemies will put out, we have Ambassador Melgator, which costs 2 energy and has a great effect over here. And we also have coming in at 2 energy, Abandoned Supplies, which is also a card to help you try and get ahead on the energy curve. And the final of the 2 energy cards we have is Wraithrin Platoon. They are mostly there to try and trigger Perfection, try and trigger Perfection so you can turn into your Demon Prince Fulgrim, but they have a neat and useful effect, which is drawing a card, which of course means you've got a better chance of handling whatever the enemy throws at you. Okay, Unbreakable Focus, one of the most amazing cards for the Emperor's Children, especially if you play it when you've got a couple units in play, where it provides excellent value for money when you trigger its Perfection, giving units a total bonus of +2 attack and +2 health. Supply Lines is one of the new cards in the game. This deck will have quite a fair number of vehicles in it, we'll see that in a moment, and Supply Lines works together with Abandoned Supplies to try and get you discounted stuff out there early. Hold at all costs. I used to not like this, but I actually find it works pretty well with Fulgrim because you will often have a pretty large hand of cards, and Hold at all costs will let you play at least 1 more card in the turn than you normally could, which can make a huge difference. And of course, it has Perfection, so it helps to trigger Fulgrim's Whisper. My Sailor's Jet Bikes. These have pretty terrible stats if you're playing them without Perfection, but when you do trigger Perfection, they become a fast unit, which means they can attack immediately, with a whopping 5 attack, which helps you to take out many of the tough units, which the enemy might try and throw out at you. We have a pair of Hydrogen Squads. These are a staple of just about every single Emperor's Children deck, because stunning the enemy Warlord is always useful. And if not the Warlord, you can stun the most powerful unit the enemy has. So Hydrogen Squad is an excellent one. I love putting these guys in play. We have a pair of Longinuses. Now, this is a card which actually has no Perfection on it, but it has a couple of very handy abilities. Obviously, doing 3 damage to any target is great. You can use it to finish off troops or even enemy warlords. And if you're using it against troops, you get to draw cards if you kill them, which helps you out a lot. So I do have a set of Longinuses in here. Odysseus squad. So until these guys were buffed a couple months ago, they were very uncommon to include. Now they have very handy effects. You've got a 5 attack unit with flank, which, just like my Sailor's jet bikes, makes it a very good way of dealing with tough things the enemy throws out. And if they survive whatever they attack, you get to draw a card. The downside is they don't have perfection, so they are not going to be helping Fulgrim to turn into a demon prince. Speaking of no perfection but being useful, noise marines. So I really like these guys. They've got a decent amount of health, maybe a little more would have helped, but with a really high 5 attack and the ability to stun up to 3 targets, I love using these guys. When they survive and I get to attack, it's great, but honestly, even when you just put them in play, a lot of the times the enemy will get sidetracked trying to kill them. What about those really tough targets? Well, we've got a pair of Perfection's Flight. They're great for killing things, but they also have Perfection, which helps Fulgrim to turn into a demon. Rylanor is another favorite of mine. He has only 4 attack now after some changes, but he does have 7 health and shield, and with all those troops I have with Perfection, he can give them really powerful buffs. So sometimes you'll actually put in some of your weak troops, such as Wraither Platoon, who have 2 attack, 2 health, but if Rylanor is in play, they'll suddenly turn into a 4 attack, 4 health unit for just 2 energy, which is really handy. So I like using Rylanor. The one big problem Rylanor has is he's very vulnerable to Melgator, because he has 4 attacks, so Melgator can bounce him back. We have a pair of Agnomins. These are also a staple of just about every single Emperor's Children's deck because of their amazing perfection ability, applying 4 damage directly to the enemy warlord. So you get a unit for 6 energy on the board, which does 7 attack, so it's a high priority for the enemy to kill. It has 5 health, so it's not super easy to kill for the enemy, and it's doing damage to the enemy warlord. And of course, if you put this in play while Rylanor is in play, it becomes incredible. 9 attack and 7 health. Pride of the Emperor, another real staple of just about every single Emperor's Children deck. Very useful, it has perfection, so it helps Fulgrim. You cannot go wrong with this. And the last and most expensive unit I have is Sardaron, which is a 7 energy unit with perfection. So again, it helps Fulgrim, and that perfection ability is excellent, right? You put it in play, it has a shield, and then also if it attacks anything and kills it, it gets the shield back. So these guys can stick around for quite a fair bit of time. Alright, so that's the deck. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple of matches showing this deck in action on High Mars and Low Terra. Alright, so the first match we're going to be up against is Ferris Manus. And with Ferris Manus, you want to try and kill him before you kill too many of his units, otherwise his Reckoning gets triggered, and we do not want that. So I'm going to put away both my 5-cost cards in the hope of getting something cheaper. I got 1 5-cost card and 1 3-cost supply lines. Okay, so I'm just going to put away the... I'm going to just use Fulgrim's ability to create a card, and I got Tactical Brilliance, which is not bad. Alright, let's see what's going on here now. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I will actually play my supply lines to try and get a cheap unit out there. And let's try and get that Security Axiarch off the board before he gets too many infantry troops out there. Oh, that's perfect. I got Rylanor. I don't like Sistar being there. We'll have to figure out how we handle him. Ooh, Melgator. That's neat. Okay, we're gonna drop Rylanor Finish off his Security Axiarch, and then we're going to use Tactical Brilliance now to play Melgator in play for cheap and make sure Sistar is gone before he triggers Ferris's turn start.
I am Fulgrim, and I come
So this is good. I've got board control, and critically I've got an early Rylanor in play. Let's see what he does. Okay, he goes ahead and he attacks me. I don't mind that at all, not one bit. Nitrogen Squad, but I can't really do much with it right now. Let's go ahead. We're going to attack with Rylanor, and we're going to attack with Melgator. And now the next turn the enemy will have to choose between trying to kill Rylanor or trying to kill the Noise Marine, which is going to stun targets. Let's see what he does here. The Noise Marine also has more health. Sorry, more attack. Oh, look at that. Okay, he's got a bunch of stuff coming back in play. Alright, how will I deal with all of this? Well, let's take a look here. I'm going to first use Fulgrim's ability to create a card. Next, I'm going to drop some jet bikes and get buffed massively by Rylanor. And Rylanor can now take out the Space Marine. We're going to stun Ferris and destroy Sistar before he spawns anything. It's looking good right now. Okay, he's playing a random vehicle and giving it flank. What's about to come out? Oh, it's a neutrino emitter. What's that? Neutrino irradiator. Okay. Alright, and my little vehicle is now stunned. Let's go ahead and make sure stuff is close to dying. I actually should have attacked Ferris over there. Ooh, that was lucky. Sergeron did not die. He's invisible. I have very little anti-stealth. I think by very little I mean almost none. I can't really kill Ekra there. I'm going to create a card. It's Tactical Brilliance. Let's drop a Noise Marine and attack Ferris. He only has 12 health left, so he's very close to dying now. Okay, so much for 12 health. He's on 15 health. I think I can finish him off this turn. Yeah, he's going to go down now. Watch this. Oh, Deus Ex Ferrum. That's going to make it a bit more complicated. Can I still finish him? I think I might be able to. Yeah, I can finish him off. Watch this. We're going to use Abandoned Supplies first. Let's see what do I get. Severin Squad, not bad. We're going to use Pride of the Emperor. Go and hit him. That worked out nicely. Cool. We're also going to now drop Severin Squad. There's a reason for this. We're going to drop Tactical Brilliance. And now, Concentrated Fire. There we are. So now my Warlord gets a massive buff and I can easily win. Yep, he realized it was over. Alright, so that was a nice little win against Ferris Manus over there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next match. Alright, we're up against Alpha Legion over here. Who will it turn out to be? Okay, we're going to be putting away, again, the 5 and 4 cost units. I want to see 3 and 2 cost units early on. And that's not bad, not bad at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop a Severin Squad and watch them get buffed. That worked out nicely. What would be useful as my next card would be a 3 energy one, like the vehicles discounting one. Ooh, Ingo Patch. That's a rare one to face these days. Void Engagement. Okay, so he's drawing a card through a unit. I know that because I took no damage. Okay, I'm going to go with Unbreakable Focus mostly. Oops. No battery. Great. Anyway, I'm going to go with Unbreakable Focus mostly to try and trigger Perfection over there. Alright, so he's giving secret orders out like crazy. Fantastic. Alright, it's Oh man, lots of secret orders going out over there. What's going on? Okay, there's a risk of an alpha order. I'm definitely not risking a gamma order. Oh, it is an alpha order. So now we swap troops. That's not a huge problem. It just slows me down a little bit. I can use Longinus to kill that guy quickly and draw some more cards for myself. Of course, against Alpha Legion, you need to be real careful about drawing cards. Okay, we're coming up to a 5 energy turn. Okay, he's going to go ahead and stun me. Thank you so much. I do have supply lines now, so let's go ahead and do that. I want cheap vehicles. And that allows me to play Saverin Squad with perfection. And they're extra tough, and let's just go ahead and hit and go. I am 12 points ahead on health right now. I'm hoping he's going to use his guy to try and take out my one, but no, I think he's just dumping secret orders there instead. Oh yeah, more and more secret orders. Ooh, one of many. He's transforming. What's he going to turn into? Well, I guess I'll find out next turn. Oh, he's attacking me. Great. Okay. Hold at all costs. Interesting. I'm going to try and attack this guy. It turned out to be another alpha order, so that's annoying. But okay, let's go ahead and get Rylanor in play. Okay, so he's stunning Rylanor, but that's not a big deal. Rylanor's most dangerous aspect is not his attack, it's his passive ability. But he is taking board control, which could start getting dangerous. Oh, he forgot he gave my guy a gamma order.
Nice try.
Alright. Because he gave the guy a gamma order before stealing him. Okay, there's Saderon, and let's just go ahead and take out his guy before he can use it against my troops. Saderon, Sardaron. Ooh, mass stun. I did not see that coming. Avoid engagement. He drew another troop. That's unlucky. Abandon supplies to get some cheap units. Lecticio Divinati. Wow, he's really working through his deck there. Alright. Let's try this. We're going to drop Eudyssius Squad. And then before he attacks, we'll use Unbreakable Focus to give all my guys a gigantic buff. Look at that. Now I get to draw a card. That big health lead of mine has evaporated a fair bit because of all his healing. He's drawing more and more cards. Oh, there we go, the Harrowing. What a nice big hand of cards there. Ouch, 8 points of damage, but most of my units survived, which is great. Which means I can, I think, finish this now. Yeah, this is over. Attack him with that. And lastly, let's just drop Pride of the Emperor on top of him. And that's over. Alright, that was a little win against Alpha Legion. Managed to even survive the Harrowing there, mostly because of the massive buff I gave my troops, which allowed them to take the damage. Okay, let's go ahead and see the next fight as well. This time we are up against Horus. So with Horus, you really want to watch out and avoid getting down to 8 health, because that's the point at which he can nuke you. You're really gambling if you ever reach 8 health, because you're hoping that his little ship, Vengeful Spirit, is hiding at the bottom of his deck. Let's use Abandoned Supplies over there instead of trying to go for Perfection with Wraithrin Platoon, and honestly I got rewarded over there with an early Rylanor. Horus is doing his usual thing, trying to burn me down as fast as possible. Look at that, I'm down 5 points of health, he's down 2 points. Let's just go ahead and draw. Oh man, 2 hold at all costs. That is hard to fully leverage. He's continuing his fast burn on me. I've lost 9 points of health, 11 points of health, and he's only lost 4. Okay, this is where I can start to worry him though. We're gonna go ahead and drop Rylanor first. Let's see, did he have, no, it looks like he did not have an outflank handy. That's good for me. Oh, is he trying to continue to finish me? Yeah, he's continuing that fast burn on me, trying to hit me down quickly. Okay, that's fine. What we're gonna do here is, yeah, supply lines first. Jet bikes, cheap jet bikes, cool. Let's drop those cheap jet bikes down where they get the huge buff, which is nice. Next, we're going to, I should have used them on Horus and used Rylanor to take out his guy. Oh well. Anyway, there's more buffing going on from Rylanor, so I've got a good board presence here. Still, I'm 6 points behind on health. Volcanic instability. Oh, and a frag grenade, so he's really taking down a bunch of my stuff. I'm now 7 points behind on health, and my board control is really cut down. And he's drawing a card, looking for that Vengeful Spirit. Okay, what do we do here? I'm going to create, oh my god, another hold at all costs. Okay, there's the jet bike, which gets a big buff, and this time we can go ahead and hit Horus. Okay, finally, I am in the lead on health. Okay, he's using his Chariot of the Gods to destroy my jet bike. Yeah, he's putting Rylanor down because he's sick of all the buffs. Oh, he had nothing to play. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and Pride of the Emperor him. Alright, all I need is one of my 3 damage cards to come up. Ouch, a Mortar Strike. That's not good. That's going to be a whopping 5 points of damage straight up on me. I'm really reluctant to attack him directly now, because I'll be getting so close to 8 points of health. Okay, there we go. Let's drop those guys. If they survive until next turn, I can win. More energy for me. Okay. I'm just trying to maybe get my Whisper of Chaos as close as possible to running, because if this goes down to the wire, I might really need it. Okay, there we go. 3... Oh. Bye-bye to my Rangement squad. Also, I'm now on 11 points of health. Okay. I think he's got to kill my guy there. Yeah, okay. He's got 3 points of health left. This is so close. Oh my god, why am I not drawing direct damage card? Oh, nothing. I need direct damage, dang it. Okay, this should hopefully give him another distraction. Ooh, defense satellite. I am on... Uh-oh, so there I am. I'm in the danger zone now. 8 points of health. I can get Vengeful Spirited. Burned his outflank, trying to take that guy down. Come on, come on, come on. Oh no, Tactical Brilliance. Ugh, Erewhon. Not the cards I need here. Okay, let's go ahead and try and use Perfection again. I can't do anything. If he has Vengeful Spirit, this is over for me now. He's got 7 cards in hand. One of those is his Whisper. Nope. No Vengeful Spirit. Oh, thank God for that. I'm about to lose next turn unless I win, but this is the card I'm waiting for. Alright, finally this thing came up. Let's go ahead and finish this. So that was a little bit lucky, arguably. I drew the card I needed it when I needed it, but on the other hand, I could argue that I had I had a couple more direct damage cards, and none of those were showing up. Anyhow, it's a win, and I'll take that. Alright, we've got one more match to take a look at. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up for you now. Okay, this last match is against Leman Russ. So I like Idachin squad. It'll be very important against Leman Russ, but I'll put away Sardaron for now and hope for a cheaper card. Longinus, that'll do. Leman Russ tends to have a lot of units with Ward, but let's take a look. Use Abandoned Supplies, and oh my god, I get a 0 cost card with Abandoned Supplies. What a waste. There's Ansvar, so these guys get stronger with every attack. So fortunately I have the cure for Ansvar. I'm going to play that Tactical Brilliance which I drew. And I'm going to drop Longinus on top of Ansvar, which is going to kill it before it can be used for an attack. And that draws me a pair of cards as well. Okay, he's bringing in some healing for himself now, which is annoying, but whatever. Let's go ahead and start stunning Leman Russ here. So drop those guys to do 2 points of damage and stun him. So next turn he'll probably use 1 point to heal from Ekra. No, he's not. He's not healing from Ekra at all. Interesting. This is annoying. We're going to go ahead and use Unbreakable Focus, get extra strong, and take out his guy there. Okay, he goes ahead and attacks me. He's bringing in another guy. Oh, another 2 guys. Interesting. And he's still not healing. Is he attacking me again? Yeah, he's going for he's being aggressive there. As he should be with Leman Russ. Okay, what do we do next? I'm going to just use Longinus to take out his guy. I just want to make sure that Leman Russ doesn't get lots of troops on the board, because then with his pack ability to attack repeatedly, he can turn very nasty very fast. Oh, speaking of nasty fast, look at that. Domar Gunnarsson. I've got to take him out quickly. How are we going to do that though? Okay, let's start with Ulysses' squad over there. You know, that was a bit of a mistake by me. I could have finished him off in 1 turn by using Tactical Brilliance and the jet bikes. Oh no, the spear. And he's healing himself a bit as well. The spear is extra painful because now I'm going to be stun locked every single turn. And my hand is full and I lost a card. Great. Okay, let's get that guy in place to put some pressure on him. And Domar Gunnarsson has to die now. There's the jet bikes. And use those to finish him off. So at least next turn, whatever units he plays, he's going to have to use them to try and take out my tank. Oh yeah, there we are. Those guys will take out the tank just fine. There's a big stun on me. Destroys the tank. And Leman Russ attacks again. Ooh. Okay. Let's do this. Noise Marines, followed by jet bikes. Jet bikes can finish off that wolf. So bye-bye to that Fenrisian wolf. And that's it. My Fulgrim ability is going to be shut down pretty much, I think, for the rest of the game right now. Oh, 4 damage. Bye-bye to my guy there. Okay, luckily it looks like he's running really low on cards now, so this might be about to turn around for me. Let's see. He is healing quite a fair bit, but okay, what we're going to do here is Perfection's Flight to wipe out his guy. Nice. Next, hold at all costs to lower the cost of my Whisper and give me more energy back. Use Longinus just to do some direct damage on him. Okay, I am currently 2 points behind on health, but I am getting close to my Whisper. And he's running low on cards. Very low on cards. Look at that. He's got nothing left in hand except his Whisper now. He's healing like crazy. He's on 6 health lead over me, and he does more damage. Okay, let's do this. Perfection's Flight to kill that powerful troop. Tactical Brilliance to make Agnomen cheaper. And let's go ahead and drop Agnomen now and do 4 points of damage to him. Great. I'm very close. If Agnomen survives, I think I can win the next turn. He's going ahead and trying to hit me. If he hits me 1 more time, I'm going to win. Come on, do it. Do it. Yes. He's down to 13 health. So I can hit him for 7 with oh, 16 health. Oh, I got really arrogant there, didn't I? I'm close to losing this one. Nope, Odysseus squad just showed up to save me. So they can take out the Joker squad. My tank can take out his little troop there. And hopefully now next turn I can win. Yeah, there's the Ansvar. He goes ahead and attacks me. Now he's on 14 health, which means I win next turn. Whew, that was close. Let's go ahead and end this madness. Hit him down to 7, and drop Pride of the Emperor on top of him. Bye bye, Leman Russ. Alright, so that was the win against Leman Russ. Okay, so here's that deck one last time. So, there's several different ways you can build a Fulgrim deck. People use him pretty much at all levels of the ladder. My personal experience is that he's pretty strong on low Terra. He slows down a bit on high Terra, but you will still face a fair number of Fulgrims on high Terra and actually lose to a large portion of those as well. So in my opinion, he is pretty competitive. His biggest advantage is just the strength of the Emperor's Children deck. As you will have noticed, in all of these matches in this video, I did not even trigger his perfection ability. The Emperor's Children deck was winning those matches for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and you get notified as soon as my next one goes up. Until then, have fun playing, guys, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Bye for now.